I want you to know this Freedom Wealth program helped a lot of people. Matter of fact, I had a lady, let me go back to her text. Her name is Maddie. You know, she had them old school names, older lady. And you guys would not believe, well, those of you who know about the program would believe it. She got, our program helped her get a collection removed for $1,104. Maddie was excited. Considering she was very skeptical and she didn't know if it was going to work. And she said, well, hopefully I'll start. Now, she started last month. He said, hopefully I'll start seeing results by November. I'm like, November? Now, in my head, I'm like, you should be seeing them way sooner than that. But literally in less than 35 days, she started to see results. So this lady is going bananas. One of her credit scores, her score went up 29 points. That was a TransUnion. The Equifax went up 18 points, and then the Experian went up 9 points. But all in it itself, she was just excited because she tried programs and it never worked. So this Freedom Wealth program will help you just like it helped Maddie. You just have to be serious about it, especially if you're trying to get approved for something. Maybe you're trying to get approved for a car. Maybe you're trying to get approved for a credit card, maybe a business loan, you name it. It could be multiple things that you're trying to get approved for. But I want you to know that this program only works if you work it. All right. Now, think about what I'm telling you. The program only works if you work it. There are so many people that are looking to get a personal loan. There are even business owners that need a business loan, but credit is stopping them. This program can actually help them. All right. We have a diverse group of leaders all over the country, but I want you to understand that this company has positive reviews on Google, Trustpilot, on the Better Business Bureau, you name it. We have very, very great positive reviews. And that's exciting because when you think about that, that's one of the things that a lot of people hesitate on. Like, is it going to work? As I mentioned, it would only work if you work it. The person that invited you to this Zoom, they wanted to make sure you understand how powerful this program is and you had a track to run on. Let's talk a little bit about how your credit score is calculated. So 35% of your credit score is payment history. So don't pay your bills on time, pay your bills before time. I hope that makes sense to you, right? Pay it before time. Don't put let's say you have a bill due on the first, right? Don't pay the bill on the first, right? Pay the bill a couple of days before that because if you know, like I know, sometimes it takes a couple of days for the payment to process. And if you go past the actual due date, it may be counted as late, even though you attempted to pay that make that payment. So pay your bills before time, and that's 35% of your credit score. Okay. What about amount owed? That means the usage on your credit card. So if your credit cards are almost maxed out, right? And you're in a situation where, you're trying to improve your credit score, you're trying to do anything that you can to boost it. That's one thing that's in your control. Shrinking your utilization, bringing down the debt. Now, you may be saying to yourself, well, Coach Kev, man, I only can pay the minimum. I really wish I could pay more, but I can't. Well, if you want to be able to pay more on your card, you have to pay close attention to the second part that I'm going to share with you. And that's the opportunity to join us and work with us and make money with us. But more important than that, you can make impact. And I need you to understand this is a game changer for so many people. But if you bring down your utilization, act on your payment history, right? Bring your payment, consistently pay on time, and you combine just those two things, that's 65% of your credit score that's in your control. Did you catch that? That means more than half of your credit score you can control. All right. You just need a little bit more discipline. And then the last few things is the length of credit. That's 15% of your credit score. So basically, you want to have items that are in good standings, okay? And you want to have accounts for a long period of time. There are so many people that actually get a lump sum of money and then they basically pay everything off in full. And then guess what? close the account. That's the biggest mistake a lot of people do. And I know they get excited. That's the reason why they close their account. But think about that. Closing the account actually eliminates all of that history. All right. And then types of credit, another 10%. And then new credit is 10%. But you don't want to be in a situation where you're always applying for things. Because if you do, those things that are hurt you are called inquiries, right? Where you're trying to get other people to approve you or companies to approve you, but they won't. Why? Because sometimes when they see you have so many inquiries on your credit report, you look desperate, right, for credit, and you actually don't get approved. So keep that in mind. That's simple ways of how your credit score is being calculated. Here's 5 ways that you can actually build positive credit. Now, if you don't take anything from this meeting today, this one thing that I'm about to show you will literally help you. Okay. Now, outside of everything else that I mentioned to you, this will also help you as well. Now, think about this. Become an authorized user. Okay. Allow someone to add you to their credit reports. Maybe some or your credit cards, right? Maybe somebody that you know and you trust that's really, really responsible. They can add you as an authorized user. And don't worry, they don't actually need to give you a credit card. You could just piggyback off of their success. All right. And that shouldn't cost you anything. That's what I call free 99. You don't need to pay anything for that, but you want to definitely do that. And if you have kids, those of you who are parents or grandparents, you can actually use this program to add your grandkids, your kids onto your credit cards. And again, they don't need an actual card, right? So they can piggyback off of your credit to help them as well. So think about that. That's a powerful move, especially if you want to help your kids or your grandkids get a head start in life and in business. I truly believe that one thing will also help them as well. Now, if you're renting, you can report your rent. The person that invited you to this Zoom has access to helping you reporting your rent. Now, it's a separate program from the one that I'm talking to you now about Freedom Wealth. But if you want to report your rent to boost your score to potentially help you get into a home, you would have access to that. Just connect with whoever got you on this Zoom, and they'll send you that program so you can learn more about that and get involved. All right. You can also report your utilities with that same company. Okay, you got electric bill, you got water bill. All right. And I need you to understand that if you're going to continue to pay these bills, you need to get some credit from that, right? Pun intended. Okay. Think about that, right? You're going to pay these bills probably to the day you die. Why not actually get credit for it? All right. Also, if you want to boost your credit score up even faster, you could invest into a secure credit card. You can go to your bank, or you can get with the person that invited you onto this Zoom, and they'll connect you with a way to get access to a secure credit card. Now, the cool thing about those secure credit cards is those are some tools that help you build your credit organically. Okay, that means, well, let me explain to you what a secure credit card is, because a lot of people don't know. Basically, you look at you click the link, right, whatever link they send to you. It'll give you options of different credit cards. Sometimes a company called First Premier has those. Some of you have used Capital One. Some people get it from their bank. So there's so many different types of companies that have secure credit cards. So you transfer the money from your bank account onto the card, and then the credit card comes in the mail. And then when the credit card comes in the mail, you just treat it like a regular credit card. All right. It's really that simple. All right. Now, I need you to think about something. Do you need a million of those cards? No. You don't, and I know I'm saying a million, but you get what I mean. You don't need 10, 15 of those cards. You don't need that at all. All you need is maybe one or two if you don't have any, okay? And you need to leverage those cards. And here's the reality. I want you to treat that credit card like an American Express. You're basically going to pay it in full. Every time you get a bill, pay it in full. Do not pay the minimum. Here's a dirty secret. You know what kills people with credit cards? The interest. The interest is what kills people on these credit cards. So if you pay it all in full, there is no interest. Does that make sense? Think about what I'm telling you. There is no interest. You just have to pay it in full. All right. Now, the last thing is you can leverage what we have a bill credit account. Basically, it's similar to a program called Self. I don't know if you've ever heard of the program called Self, but Self is a tool that'll help you start building positive history. Okay. Now, we have that built into the Freedom Wealth program, but I still want to share that with you because that's another way you will be able to improve your credit organically. All right. So, look, before I even got into the program, how it works, the Freedom Wealth, I gave you so much value. Literally, you can take that and start improving your credit score tonight, this week, this month, just with that free information. So you definitely got to give a huge shout out to the person that invited you. If you are a broker within our company and you help a lot of people, I want to remind you to invite many, many more people on Tuesdays for this meeting. Why? Because so many people need this service. And I want you to understand that not only will you help them, but you're going to help yourself as well. So I didn't go over the entire Freedom Wealth program, but I will get into it right now. I just gave you some snippets of some things that you can do to improve your personal credit. All right, now let's get into the meat and potatoes of the program. I'm only going to talk about the score path. Why? Well, because the wealth path, the life path, the biz path, it's a lot of information. And for the sake of time, I just want to give you what you really need, which is a way to improve your credit, to dispute late payments, charge offs, collections, student loans, repos, evictions, foreclosures, you name it, that's on your credit report. So, this program will help you get access to an AI powered DIY system where you literally can dispute those negative items on your credit report today. And I know when you think about the things that's on your credit, some of those things you did, some of those things you probably forgot, and some of those things you like, well, how the hell did they find out? Right? But this program will help you have the results to identify all of those negative items. So let's say you get enrolled, right? And then the next thing you do once you get enrolled, you want to connect your credit monitoring account, which is called ID Club. Once you log in, you will see it, and then it'll ask you to enter in your email and your password, so your identity monitoring program could connect with the credit repair program. And then boom, you're going to have access to monitoring your credit. You can see brand new credit reports from all three credit bureaus. You're going to have identity protection as well. And you'll be able to monitor everything that's happening at the same time. And then boom, once your credit score shows up, then you're ready for the next step, which is to dispute negative accounts, close accounts. If you look at this person, this is a screenshot of a client's real system. This person had 18 negative items on their TransUnion. 15 negative, 15, these are closed accounts, I'm sure negative, but 15 closed accounts or Equifax is 68 accounts on their Experian. Think about that. Okay. So the program, the AI system will identify and scan thousands of lines of code on your actual credit reports. And then they'll give you the reason. This is the reason why you should dispute this, and this will be the reason that goes on the credit report. I'm sorry, the dispute letters. It will have a little bit more details, of course, in this because you have their account number and other things like that. But I want you to know the system will already give you what you would need, and then you just move the toggle over to the right. It'll turn blue, and then you'll see it'll look just like this, and then boom, and then you do that for the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. That's how simple that is. And then with a few clicks of a button, you'll be able to mail out your dispute letters disputing all these negative items on your credit report in a jiffy. And I'm telling you right now, there's no way you would have been able to come up with these dispute letters or know exactly how to dispute an inquiry versus a collection versus a charge off versus a bankruptcy versus a medical bill. The system does all of that for you. All right. And then once the negative items come off your credit report, your score goes up. This person's score went up on the first round, 66 points on their Experian, 51 points on their TransUnion, and 53 points on their Equifax. And then every 45 days, they can log in and see what's going on with their credit report. And I love that because I've spoken to individuals who have enrolled on programs, and I would ask them, so how did it go? And they say, well, I don't really know. I said, okay, you didn't have like a portal where you could log in and see what's going on? No, they just called me to give me updates. Okay, how often did they call? They just called whenever they had updates. Okay, how often is that? And it's just crazy because I would never pay thousands of dollars or even hundreds of dollars, and I don't have a way to see what's going on the back end. I don't know, maybe that's me. And then you can actually see what was removed off your credit report. Like this person, they got T-Mobile bills removed, as well as medical bills and things of that nature off of their credit report. So it's going to track your beginning score. It's going to track how many points your score go up, and also it'll track your ending score or your current score. Okay, I love that. And that's basically how simple the score path, which is the credit program, that's going to help you. Now, your next real step is to understand that this program actually helps individual gets results. Mr. Rod Farrer helped his client in 98 days improve their credit score 114 points. Man, and I love the fact that he consistently are helping his customers. Miss Kiana Dorsey, she helped her client improve their credit score. Just one of her clients. She got a lot of them, like Mr. Rod. She helped her client improve their credit score 140 points. This lady was so excited. She did a video. It's all over TikTok. It's all over Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Why? She was excited. She ended up finally getting her car, right? And I don't know if you're looking for a house, if you're trying to get a car. I don't know what you need to improve your credit on, but I'm telling you right now, this program will work if you work it. All right. What about Miss Kiwi? She helped her client improve their credit score 95 points in 198 days. What about Miss Sheila Pullum? 45 days. The customer score went up 111 points. Think about that. Now, I don't know who I'm talking to or what your credit score is now, but you got to do something different if you want something different. What about Mr. William Ward? Matter of fact, this gentleman just helped another person get another 100+ point increase. He's a real estate agent out there in Texas. And man, think about that. Think about if you know a real estate agent, if you know a realtor, you have to invite them to take a look at this, especially the second piece that I'm going to go over. Why? Because real estate agents have a lot of people that they talk to that are renting that's trying to buy a home. And maybe that's you. But just think about this gentleman. He got a chance to refer his customer to it. Their credit score went up 140 something points, and now they're going to be ready for home ownership. Maybe you could be next. But I want you to understand, I said this before, if you see this opportunity, you see it and you don't do anything about it, nothing will change. This program is valued at over $3,000. You can monitor everything. You have the AI DIY system. You have a login portal. You have access to a credit coach. Who's a credit coach? The person that invites you on the Zoom, they're a credit coach. They can even add you to a private financial literacy group that we have. And you can get mortgage ready if you're serious. So to get started, it's just $220 to get started, and then $130 a month. I need you to listen to what I'm telling you right now. Before I go to the next thing, I need you to listen to this. Think about this. The lady who got enrolled last month, the item that was removed was 1,100 and what it was, $6 or $4. Think about that. She got that removed in about 35 days. Now, I don't need to ask you this. I'm going to tell you, it was 100% worth her enrolling in this program versus paying $1,100. And this is an older lady. So I need you to think about what I told you because this can put not just her in a position to win, but this can put anybody who's serious in a position to win. So I'm going to open up for some questions and put your questions inside of the chat. And I got a special treat for you. At the end, I'm gonna bring on someone who want to give a testimonial. Ooh, somebody said I'm in the chat right now. Tremal Mel. my credit score went up 100 points plus in just 2 months. Oh my God. Hey, let me know if you can talk at the end of this webinar. I would love for you to share your testimonial. Oh my Lanta. Wow, wow, wow. She ready to speak. Not right now. Let her do it right at the end if that's okay. So the second option we have is a 497, okay? That's a semi-annual. That will help pay you up for 6 months. You get on the program for 6 months. Now, I know usually there's no monthly, but the reason why there's a monthly, that's just for the identity protection and the credit monitoring. All right. You need that program in conjunction with the Freedom Wealth. All right. Now let's go to the second piece, and then I'm gonna bring up Trey, so Tremaine can actually share with you guys how that credit score went up 100 and something points. Man, that's getting exciting, man. So if you're on here and you're in a guest, I need you to stay to the end just so you can hear this. All right. Now, let me see if there's any questions inside of the chat. All right. I don't see any questions. So now let me go to the second part of this webinar, and I'm going to make this quick as well. Exciting, man. I can't wait to hear this testimonial. Man. And Miss Kiana Dorsey, is that your customer or your person who you brought into onto the program? Yikes. I'm not surprised. All right, that's exciting. Make sure you post that inside of our messenger chat with new brokers. I think that would be great for them to see as well. So, okay. So now, guys, this is the last piece. This is the piece that'll help you understand why you should potentially become a business partner. Hey, Kiana, you may want to let her know to be a business partner as well. So I need you to really look at this, guys, because I don't know if you saw a lot of federal workers are getting laid off. A lot of airline workers are getting laid off. Hell, it doesn't matter what industry. People are getting laid off. And this can be another way you can generate some extra income and make positive impact. You also get a certification, your tuition costs. I'm going to go over your tuition costs. You get training, you get mentorship, you get marketing. You also get a leader or two that'll explain everything on your behalf like this. Imagine you say to yourself, I want to start this new career. I want to start working from home, making some extra money and helping other people with this service. And then imagine you get enrolled. All you need to do is invite your guests to these Zooms. Someone will explain. And it's not just this Zoom. We have one at 8. We have one tomorrow. We have one on Mondays. We have one on Saturday. Like we're always having the Zooms, and we have pre-recorded videos that you can share with individuals. Okay, so they can see how the credit process is. They can see how we actually make money from home. You're gonna learn that right now live. But I'm just saying you can refer this. And here's the cool thing about this. You don't need any special skills. You don't need to recruit. You don't even need to know how to sell. All you need to do is be willing, hungry, and coachable. Invite people to the Zoom, and that's it. Okay? And you can send them the video. Now, some people they've been praying for a way to make some extra money, and all you got to do is open up your mouth. So, who should do this? Who should join? Obviously, you see the different categories and industries on the screen, but the bottom line is anyone looking for change. Anybody looking for change, anybody looking to make some extra money, you need to do this. The reason why I got started in this company and even in this industry is because I was tired of being disrespected at my job. I was tired of not being able to spend more time with my kids. I was tired of not being able to do certain things because I had to go to work or go to sleep early the night before so I could go to work. I always wanted to own my time and work from home. And because of this industry, I was able to do that, and it changed my life. So the industry that we want you to you technically are already doing our industry. Watch this. If I were to ask you, have you ever used Stripe, Chime, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle? You probably would say yes to at least one of those. Okay, Credit Karma. These are all fintech companies. Now we need to help you get on the money side because the global fintech market is projected to grow 700 billion by 2030. Think about that. That means you're still early, but you got to get involved right now. Why? Because a lot of people are looking for a way to make some extra money, and the traditional financial system isn't working anymore. Everything's changed. All right. So this company offer financial services. You heard about one a few minutes ago, the Freedom Wealth. That's kind of like the credit repair program. So not only do you earn commission when you enroll someone with the program, but you're not the one fixing their credit. You're not the one sending the letters. You're not the one going to the post office. Literally everything is at your customer's fingertips, and I love that. Okay. What about Freedom BCA? That's our business credit academy. So that's another program where you enroll someone on it, you earn commissions, but you also accumulate points. Now, when I go over how we get paid, I'm going to show you the commission you can generate just because you accumulate points. All right. Boat funding. A lot of businesses need funding. They need capital. Did you know the number one reasons why businesses fail is because they run out of capital? Think about that. All right. What about Freedom Life? That's life insurance. Look, you can't get out of this thing alive. Everybody on here should have life insurance, even if you don't want to sell it. Think about that, right? Prior to me joining this company, I was not a life insurance agent. But when I saw the impact, when I saw the type of help that this was giving to people in the community and people's families, it changed my entire life. Okay. So I learned how to do it, and you don't have to do that, but I learned how to do it, and it's just been a blessing. All right, the ID Club. Did you know that most people identities are stolen? Your identity probably was stolen before. I know all of us on this Zoom, all of our information has been put out into the world through data breaches over the years. I promise you. All right. So if you don't have a tool or a mechanism to protect your identity and your data, then you're in a world of trouble. So this program can also do that. So these are the services, and more services are coming in the future. Now let's talk a little bit about the actual payment. Okay. So the Freedom Wealth program that I shared with you, it's 1 point. Every single time someone you help someone enroll in the program, you accumulate 1 point. But also you generate commission. You can see it in front of you. You have a direct commission, which is the activation commission. You have residual income where you make this every 30 days. And then, of course, you have a bonus. Now, there's a catch with the bonus. Okay. So, as long as you accumulate the points within the same week, you get this activation bonus. Okay. I'm telling you, this is a game changer. Okay. So you get your direct commission, which is 75 bucks per customer. You get residual income. That means every time that customer pays their monthly membership, you accumulate residual. It pays you over and over again. And then, of course, there's additional bonuses that you have access to all the way up to $2,500. Okay. Here's the broker bundle. That's for those of you who want to build a team. Now, this one is for the individual that need to work on their credit and they need to make some money from home. That's called the broker bundle. Okay. When you enroll someone on that program, you earn $100 commission, of course. And as I mentioned to you, you start to build residual income. But as you can see, you also can accumulate points to help you as well. All right. All right. The Freedom Life, those of you who know somebody who has a life insurance license or who's interested in that, they can go down this path as well. As you can see, I also got into the life insurance, and as I mentioned, it's definitely been a blessing. So now let's get into the 5 ways we get paid. The first way is direct commission. The second way is residual income. The third way, this way. Now, I can literally stop right here. This is for all the marbles. You can look at this and you can predict your income. You can look at this and say, you know what, man, coach, I just want to make $500 a week, man. Kiana, look, man, Kiana, show me how to make $500 a week. Esther may be looking at this and saying, you know what, I need to get $2,500 a week. Okay, Lakeisha Michaela may be looking at this and say, Coach, I just give me 1,000. Just help me get 1,000 a week. Whatever that number is for you, you just need to accumulate points. That's all you need to do. Lamario may look at this, Mr. Top Tier himself, and he may say, Coach, look, man, I got a lot going on. I just need to get $1,000 a week. That's it. 15 points. Whatever that number is, you got to put that grind in. Because if you really think about this and think about what I'm telling you, bro, you remember, do you remember? Maybe I got to get on the screen for this because I don't know if y'all remember this. Do you remember a time where you couldn't work from home, where the only way you made money, you had to leave the house? Anybody remember that? Put me in the chat. Anybody remember that? Is it just me? The only way you made money, you had to leave the house. That's the only way. There's no way you could have made money. I got two phones. There's no way you could have made money with your phones. There's no way you could make money from your home office or your living room. Things have changed. This can change your life. If you have kids, this can change your life. If you married, this can change your life. Only if you allow it to. Only if you allow it to. So everybody remember that. And I need you to think about that because where we are right now is not there. We're in a space right now in 2026 where you can literally make money with your cell phone. And if you're not making money with your cell phone, don't tell me you have a smartphone. You got a dumb phone. If you're not making money with your phone and making impact, you got a dumb phone. Okay? Let's move to the next one. The fourth way we get paid is leveraging this broker model. It's called a leadership check match bonus. When your team get a bonus, you get a bonus as well. Okay. Now the last one is the monthly infinity growth bonus. I love this bonus. I'll never forget the first time I got that $8,000 hit my bank account. I was super excited. Okay. And I've never missed a bonus since. And I need you to think about what I'm telling you. This is just an additional way that you could get paid. You could accumulate these points between you yourself, or you could do it with a team. Either way, you could do this. I'm telling you, this can add more and you can get out of debt. You can build up a savings account. You can invest. You can buy a car. You can go on vacation. You can do some things that you've been wanting to do, but you're going to have to build something that most people won't build. Okay? There's so many success stories. Man, I'm telling you right now, I don't know who invited you. If the Farrell's Dr. Rod Farrell and Trithena Farrell, they're incredible leaders out there in Mobile, Alabama. If they invited you, you got to get back with them. Miss Kiwi, she has many years as a paralegal. She's down here in sunny South Florida. If she invited you, you have to get back with her. Mr. Alan Pender recently became a father. I love this gentleman. Not only did he become a homeowner at the tender age of 23, but he's always helping everybody. And I need you to understand, we all want to help you. All right. Dr. G came from the educational world. 20 years, 2 decades in the educational system, and his mom ended up getting Alzheimer's, and he had to go live with her. And he needed a way, well, back to this, he needed a way to make some money without leaving his mom. Think about that. I don't know if you have grandparents or your parents are older. This can be an opportunity for you so you can have more time with them. And Miss Kiana Dorsey, I don't know if you're invited by her. Powerhouse all in the industry. One of her customers are on right now. And matter of fact, I got a great idea. Kiana, if you're here, I'm gonna allow you to speak, and I'm gonna allow you to introduce your guest. I don't know if I messed her name up. I don't know if she's here. I don't know if she's still here. What's her? Well, I think she's gone. Maybe she needed to go. But maybe you could share. How did she get her point increase? What was what was the time frame? When did she get on? And I guess share whatever you need to share. But first of all, I want to thank you, Kiana, for taking the time to always lead individuals to the path. But it's only going to be up to them to get started. Go ahead, Madam. The floor is yours.
Hey, thank you, Coach. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I got to give it back to you for just showing up every Tuesday, just being a selfless leader. Like you put your time and energy into this, and I love it. And I just keep going because of that. And I appreciate you so much. Um, guys, when my client, her name is Tremel, you didn't mess it up. You said it right. It's Tremel. And she got started and she literally she was excited. I was excited, so she went off my excitement. And she got started. She said she's trusting the process, she trusts God, and her score went up 100 points the first round within 60 days. She's actually trying to get back in, coach. Uh,
Okay. She
uh,
could she could just get back
but
in. There's no limit.
but she got started, score went up over 100 points, and she started telling everybody about it. I actually ended up putting her on a trial run, and a lot of people signed back up from that. They was like, "Oh my God, she did a video for me," and they're like, "Man, we trust her, so we're gonna go ahead and see what Kiana's talking about with this company with with Freedom Path." So a lot of clients got enrolled because of her, and I'm forever grateful to just be serving people and helping people. Um, but guys, I wanted to introduce myself, Kiana Dorsey, if I didn't say it at first. I am a single mom of four, and I was juggling four jobs at one time. So it's like I had a job for each kid. I was just getting disrespected. I mean, just sick and tired of being sick and tired and sick and tired of being disrespected. So I did that for the last time, y'all. Like I had no time for my kids and I had no time for nothing. Nobody. I missed every performance. I missed different events. I couldn't see nobody. Like it was work, home, sleep, back to work. And I was like, okay, I'm sick of it. So I was introduced to this amazing platform by none other than my mentor. I love her so much for this, Miss Lakeisha McCaleb. And guys, it literally changed my life. I have time for my family now. I travel, I go to their events. I don't miss a beat. Like I saw the value in this opportunity, so I took it. And when I say I hit the ground running and I never looked back. Once I got started, of course, my score went up 92 points. So I'm just honored to be a part of a platform where not only are we family, and I feel the love with this family. Well, we love to help people. We love to serve people. That's what we do. And guys, I was able to help Miss Tremel, and now she's on her way to talking to a realtor to get a house. So I just love the fact that I can help people get in the houses and the cars and just, doing better for themselves. They want a better life. So I'm glad I'm able to be a part of that platform to where they can leverage that and leverage me to get to where they need to be in life. Guys, I know my kids, they are so grateful. They're forever grateful. I don't miss choir. I don't miss orchestra. I don't miss the step team. I don't miss dance. I don't miss nothing. Like they got open house coming. Guess what? I'm able to go. Normally out, that's something that I would miss. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, we have a system that work. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So the system work. The question is, do you work? Man, you will get your investment back. I got mine back tenfold, and I'm gonna continue to help people because that's what I love to do. So y'all, if y'all on the fence, y'all hesitating on getting started, man, if you willing, hungry, and coachable, this is for you. Coach, I'm out.
Wow. Thank you so very much for that testimony. I appreciate you, Kiana, so very much, man. And man, it's exciting to hear. I remember being in a situation where I couldn't spend time with my kids. So it's always great to hear that. And you're a single mom, and it's just amazing, man. The kids don't spell money the way we do. We spell money Money, and our kids spell money time. They just want time. That's their currency. So I just love that. Thank you so very much for sharing and keep inspiring us. Man, oh man. So I want to bring up this gentleman, Mr. William Ward. He'll be the last testimonial. I get excited when I hear this man because not only, as I mentioned, he's an incredible real estate agent over there in Texas, but he's one of the individuals that helped so many people not only put themselves in the best position to win, with a house, but also help them improve their credit score. I highlighted him on one of the first slides earlier. I'll bring that slide back up, but I want you to hear from him right now because he recently had another client to improve their personal credit with this program. Mr. William Ward, I would love for you to share that story. thank you as well for hopping on. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Coach. I really appreciate it. First, I want to give it back to you for always doing these calls and helping us out and helping everybody else out as well. You're a great leader, and I appreciate you. This particular testimony is about someone that I actually know from my hometown in Mississippi, but they had moved to Texas. Her and her husband just moved on faith because they wanted something better, so they just moved at the drop of a dime to Texas. So she contacted me and she was like, me and my husband want to eventually buy a house. Can this really work for me? And I was like, yes, it will really work. So she said, I'm going to pray about it, then I'll call you back. So she prayed about it, and she called me back, and she said, I think God want me to move forward. So I said, I prayed about it as well, so let's do it. So she enrolled with me, and like the first 30 days, she didn't get the results that she wanted. So I told her, she called me. She like, I didn't get the results I wanted. This not working. You should this program work? And I'm like, yeah, just have faith, trust the process, and just give it some more time. So she said, okay, I make my payment and I continue to do use the services. 2 weeks later, I look onto her portal, and her score had went up 155 points. The student loans that she wanted removed from her credit report were removed. So right when I'm looking at her portal, she called me on the phone like, William. I said, I already know what you're about to say. It worked. God, great. And she was like, yeah, God really helped. I like this company. I like the program. I'm going to tell everybody about you. But I was just elated because I'm like in my mind when I told her to stick with the program, give it some time. I'm like, I hope this really work out for her. I hope she get the results that she was looking for. So when 2 weeks later I looked on her portal, I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I didn't know her score would go up to 792 from a six something that fast. So this really helped her and her husband. Actually, they're looking for a home right now in Terrell, Texas. He's able to get his trucking company started off again because, like you said earlier, he's an authorized user on her credit card. So he's piggybacking off of her to get his trucking company back up. He was just at home, not able to do anything because his credit was shot and he didn't know the next move to make. So my next step is to help him get enrolled and help him with the business credit, eventually get him the funding as well. So I was just happy to help them. And this company is a great company. The platform is a great one. The AI services that we use to help everybody is really something that's amazing. So I really appreciate not just helping people, but also helping myself because my score actually went up like 120 points like 2 months ago. So they helped me as well.
Man, thank you so very much for sharing. Huge shouts out to you, William, consistently standing to pay. Hey, and I love what you told the young lady when she said, "Oh, it's not working," and you basically told her to trust the process. She said, "All right, I'm gonna make that payment," and then before you know it, man, and absolutely, God is definitely good, man. So thank you for that. And you a product of the product, as you just mentioned at the end, your credit score went up as well. So, guys, at the end of the day, this program only work if you work it. So, I see Tremel came back. Thank you, Tremel. I'm sorry I couldn't call on you a little bit earlier, but now I get a chance to call on you. I would love for you to share. I don't know, if you have any public speaking skills, but it don't even matter. Just kind of share your story, why you actually started the program, and how did it work for you. And I know Kiana got you onto the program, right? You should be able to unmute. I'm sorry. You there? All right. Hold on one second. Let me see. All right, Tramel, it says you could talk. Let me see. Can you unmute? Can you go in the chat? Uh, can you hear me, Tramel? I see you raising your hand. Let me let you go, Kiana. Go ahead. I see her raising her hand. Kiana, you could talk too. Go ahead.
Okay, so I do have her on my phone. If you can hear her, I'm gonna see if she can do it from my phone.
Okay. Well, y'all get it done. All right, that's fine.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Hey, look, the
I
devil
am
tried.
I
The
am
devil.
so
The,
excited about this process. Like
okay.
I'm too happy. I'm geeked, and I've been telling everybody like get with Kiana. Kiana is one you gotta appreciate her. Like really, like she is our go-to. She calls and check up on us. Let me tell you, I started this program back here in February, and I was a little discouraged at first, and start praying about it. And I asked God, I'm like, this gotta be a sign. That I reached out to Kiana. She made a post on Facebook, and I said, I'm gonna trust the process. When I tell you it was the best decision I have made. I was on the program in February. In 60 days, my credit score went up over 100 points. Believe it, I'm trying to tell you. I'm not being forced to say this. None of this. When I tell you I had to trust the process, I'm going to become a homeowner soon. And I can't believe it because my credit score was bad for years. And I sat back and I'm like, I got to do something about this. I got to do something about this. When I leave here, I'm 54 years old. When I leave, I want to be able to have something of my own. And I'm emotional right now because I can't believe it.
Wow.
Really. When I say change my life, this is changing my life for the better. Please trust the process. And I'm being patient. I got to be patient. I waited with bad credit for years until I made this decision. And it changed my life. Over 100 points in 60 days.
Wow.
I was so thankful. I kept thanking her. And I appreciate everything you all do. Everything. And for the newcomers, the people, please trust the process. Please trust the process. Kiana is so good. Oh my God. Kiana, thank you for being who you are. Thank you for calling in and checking on your people. Even if it's just to say how you doing today. I appreciate you. They care about you. This can change my life. I don't have all the people calling me credit. And, oh my God. You guys trust the process.
Wow. Thank you so very much, Tramel. Wow, wow, wow. That was powerful. And I love what you said. You were a little discouraged at the beginning and you trusted the process and you kept going. And that's powerful because a lot of people want um quick results. And even you've been dealing with bad credit for so many years and then you just stuck with it. So thank you for sharing. I'm pretty sure a lot of people got some excitement and some appreciation with you sharing. And again, huge shout out to Miss Kiana Dorsey for doing whatever it takes to help her client. Huge shouts out to Mr. William Ward for not only helping his client, but obviously helping himself as well. And I want you guys to really know that those of you who are on this Zoom and you're hearing the sound of my voice, think about what you just heard tonight, right? Think about the stories, think about the testimonials, think about your decision now that you have to make. Now, if you made it this far, I'm telling you, join the movement. And as I mentioned to you, you are not the one that's going to fix their credit. The program will do all the heavy lifting. So we want you to join the movement to get started, to work on your credit, and to be a business partner. It's 319. That includes the credit repair. You get mentorship, you get a coach, you also get access to a private group. You get a marketing strategy to teach you how to find customers without calling all your friends and family. You heard what basically everybody said. When you start to share with people your results or even your customer results, people start to come, right? Because a lot of people need help with their credit. But what if you're looking at this and you're saying, you know what? I don't really have the money right now to work on my credit, but I do want to make some money with y'all. It's 129 to get started, $49 a month, and you can always upgrade later to start working on your credit. And it doesn't matter where you are in the country. This is available in all 50 states. I see one of my girls on here, Miss Kiana Jones. I see you over there, boss lady. Keep doing what you're doing. I see you, Esther, right? Another boss lady gave me an incredible nugget this weekend. So many people are seeing this. I see you, Luana. I see you, Lamario. Mr. Universal, Donnie. I see you. Rule. What's going on, my friend? Coach Kiva. I see you in the building. Shay. What up? What up? Bling King. King Bling. I see you. And I can't call everybody. Obviously, I'll be here all day. But I want you guys to understand it's not just me. It's not just William. It's not just Kiana. It's not just these leaders. All of us are doing whatever it takes to help as many people. And you are up next. What's up, Rule? I see they let you out of Facebook jail, right? So think about what Warren Buffett said. If you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you will work until you die. So that's it, guys. So get back with the person that invited you to hop on this Zoom, get enrolled immediately. And I really, really appreciate you for taking the time to hop on. Get back with them. If you want to become a customer just to work on your credit, they'll send you the online application, get started. If you want to become a business partner, they'll send you the application for that. Get enrolled immediately. I appreciate you for taking the time to hop on. I love you for free. And remember, if you do your best, you got to let God do the rest. And I'm gone.